Hi everyone, Anastasia here, getting ready to do some yoga with you. So today in our yoga practice, we're going to work into a one-leg balance. And that one-leg balance is padangusthasana, big toe pose. I want you to envision balancing just on one big toe. It's not totally like that, but we'll work into it. What I really like about padangusthasana is how much it helps us to not just strengthen our legs through the balancing, but also to lubricate our joints and make our joints more mobile. I know I personally need this right now, so it's really going to help our knees and our hips. But just remember to go with the range of motion that works for you. Use any rest that you need and only go as far as your body says is okay today. We can never base our yoga practice today on a previous practice that we've done. We just have to listen to our body, how it's feeling right now. Hopefully yours is feeling good. I'll take good mentally too. I normally teach this class at noon on Wednesdays at the Corpus Christi Athletic Club. So here we go. Let me get some music on for you. I'll keep it pretty quiet. I do not own the rights to any of this music. Any copyright infringement is very unintentional, and I'm not profiting off the use of it. All the business stuff is out of the way. Now let's do the yoga. Sit up nice and tall, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling. Give your shoulders a big roll up to your ears and down and back. Creating a nice open space in your chest to receive your breath. Feel free to not sit cross-legged if that doesn't feel good. Remember, you're supposed to be comfortable here. You're welcome to close your eyes if that feels good, and start moving your breath in and out your nose only. Long, slow inhales, filling up the chest cavity and abdomen completely with air. And full exhales, pushing out every drop of that breath. With your next few inhales, take a little inventory of your body, noting how all the different parts of it are feeling this afternoon. If any part of it is in need of some extra care or attention, just make a mental note of it so that you can do so throughout our practice. With your next few exhales, let go of your day. Anything you've already done, whatever you have left to do, anything troubling your mind or your spirit, just drifts away. With your body and mind connected in this space, knowing some of what's ahead of you, please silently set an intention for your practice. Could be a physical one, like becoming more mobile, or a mental one, like finding quiet headspace. Set yours silently now. Maintain this breath in and out the nose throughout our practice. And you're welcome to have your eyes closed at any time. Just be aware that that affects your balance. Let's begin to move. Inhale, opening the arms, lifting the chest and face. Exhale to round. Follow your breath as you inhale and exhale. After your next exhale, you're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your right. I want you to think about lifting taller on every inhale and twisting a little more on every exhale, never collapsing through those shoulders. Earlobes and shoulders far apart. And inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Again, lifting up, again, twisting. And inhale, lift. Exhale, palms to heart center. Now we're going to bring that left heel up into the groin. Right leg reaches long, toes flexed up. And you can have your femurs at about a 90-degree angle or wider if that feels better. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn and float directly over your leg. You can grab on wherever is convenient and think about reaching both forward and downward. Keep both sitting bones grounded. Inhale and exhale, release. We can leave that leg, that left leg where it is. We're going to pick that right leg up to find a cradle. So what's challenging here in cradle pose is sitting tall. It's really easy to collapse. So sit up tall, lengthen that bottom leg if you feel like that makes it easier to sit up tall. Place the knee in the crook of the elbow. Hold your foot with that other hand. Now, if your hip feels really flexible today, you might be able to get the foot into the crook of the elbow, but not at the expense of your posture. Relax those shoulders from your ears, and you can rock with it in cradle pose. Finding those tight areas. And let's release that leg. We'll bring the heel up into the groin. We'll reach that left leg long, toes flexed up toward the ceiling. Right now I'm your mirror, so I'm on the opposite side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn the body and float down. Relax your head and neck. Grab on wherever it works, reaching both forward and downward. Breathe. Inhale and exhale, release. Now we'll lift that left leg up into cradle. Knee into the crook of the elbow, lengthen that bottom leg if you like. Holding on to your foot, sitting up tall, shoulders away from the earlobes. If your posture can maintain, mine cannot. Now I'm rounded, so I've got to hold my foot to sit up tall. You can rock with it if you wish. Cradle pose. Finding those areas in that hip that really need the stretch. They're always there, aren't they? Always some part of that hip that needs some stretch. And release. Legs are both lengthened. We take a big inhale, lift, and again, exhale, twist. We can use that leg for leverage to sit up tall, to twist more if you wish. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. You can grab on wherever is convenient. If it works, you can use your peace finger as hooks to grab those big toes. I want you to lengthen forward and downward. So it's like the top of your head wants to shoot beyond your toes. Feel the spine and the back of the leg lengthen. Always sending that exhale out the nose and into any tight areas. Inhale and exhale, release. Let's move on to our hands and knees. I'm going to get further away so I can keep my whole body in the frame. And you'll have to excuse the tape. We're painting. Yay. All right. Fingers spread, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. You can come onto your fists if your wrists need more support. Inhaling and exhaling through cat-cow. Inhale, face and hips lift, belly drops. Exhale, round. Follow your breath as you inhale and exhale. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. Belly's a little lifted, gaze beyond your fingers. Spread your fingers wide, index fingers forward. Tuck your toes. Lift back and up into our first downward facing dog. Press your chest back toward your thighs, so much so that your shoulder blades move toward one another. Look through your legs. Hips lift high. Feel free to pedal through your feet. Wiggle your hips. Just do whatever feels good here. Drop onto your knees, taking them as wide as you would like. Big toes together, hips back towards your heels. Forehead down. You can keep reaching your arms long. Bring your hands behind your head or arms around those legs in child's pose. Please come here whenever you need it. If there's something that isn't working for you or you need a break, you can come here. Let's lift up, hands and knees again. Spread the fingers, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal or wiggle, maybe finding some more length in the legs and in the spine. Relax your head. Walk your feet up to your hands. They're slightly separated as we melt into forward fold. Top of the head draws downward. Shake it yes and no. Make sure it's dangling heavy like a bowling ball from a string. Grasp your elbows if you'd like and rock or sway. Let go your elbows, soften your knees, and roll up one vertebra at a time. Nice and slow. Head, neck, and shoulders come up last. Pulling the abdomen and glutes tight. Feet are planted firmly in mountain pose, Tadasana. You can come here anytime you need it. It can be somewhat of a more convenient rest. Beginning our sun salutation with some deeper forward folds. Let's interlace those fingers behind the back. Open the chest, push the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale, dive it down. So your arms can stay on your back, or if it feels good, they can float over. If you need a deeper stretch, bring your palms together. Make sure you're not lifting your head at all. Neck is totally relaxed. Release your arms while you're still down. Inhale, half lift, look forward, flatten your back, touch shins, thighs, or floor. Exhale, hands come down, walk, step, or jump to your plank. Now you can move in your plank, in your chaturanga, from your toes or your knees. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, elbows float down. Untuck your toes, finding your back bend of choice. Sphinx on the forearms is going to be pretty gentle. We can walk up onto the palms with elbows close in cobra, or palms and tops of the feet in upward facing dog. Release down, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So just recognizing in our sun salutation, you have options as well. Do what works best for you. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, palms to heart center. Feet are right under those hips, so they're a little separated. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Relax your head and neck and bend your knees enough that you can stick your palms under your feet. Tuck your chin, and if possible, start to straighten those legs. If the legs become straight, you can use those arms and that leverage of the palms under the feet to draw the torso closer to the thighs. Soften your knees to release those hands. Inhale, half lift, look forward, flatten the back. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to your plank. Inhale at the top, move to the knees if needed. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows close. Inhale into your back bend of choice. Shoulders and earlobes far apart. Squeeze your butt if your back feels tight. Release down. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Again, you're going to bend your knees enough to stick your palms under your feet. Relax your neck, but this time, you're going to straighten just the right as the left bends more deeply and very slowly pedaling. Take your time so we alternate straightening left, bending right, straightening right, bending left. Allow your hips to move a little bit too, and again, just keep your neck really relaxed. This should feel good. If you can't straighten a leg all the way, don't worry about it. You're still going to get a great stretch. Let's do one more each side. Get nice and even. And then we soften both knees to release the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to your plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, float down. Inhale. Your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, move forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Pausing here for a moment. Squeeze the glutes and abs tight. Relax your shoulders. Thumbs at your sternum. Maybe feel your heart beating a little faster, but make sure that breath is in and out your nose only. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to your plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Nice stretch in that right leg. Even weight distribution between those three limbs. Inhale and exhale, right foot steps forward. Back foot spins flat, and we stand up for warrior one. You sit down only as low as you want. Try to square your hips forward. Relax your shoulders. If your shoulders are not in the mood to reach up, reach forward instead. Inhale, extend. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Line up front heel and back instep. Pull in tight, tuck your tailbone under. Breathe. Palms to your heart center. Spin those back toes and lift them up into the air. Now, as we sit down for Skandasana, this might be it for you. Or you might come down a little lower and lift that heel on the way down. Try to balance and sit up tall. Of course, you can put your fingers down if you need, but really listen to this knee. If your knee says no to going low, do not go low. We're obligated to listen to what our body's telling us today. So if you're up high, you're gonna rotate and then float down inside the foot. If you're down low, you're gonna put those hands down and rotate forward. So we all wind up in the same place. The right leg is forward. The hands are inside that right leg in lizard pose. We're trying to keep the back knee lifted. So if you've been with me before, I really like lizard pose and we do it sometimes. So you're up here. If you want to get lower, you're welcome to. That's up to you. You can even wrap that leg, whatever feels good. And if possible, again, keeping your back knee lifted. We want the ankle under the knee, not behind the knee. Now, drop your back knee, untuck your toe. You can stay here and walk it up into a deeper hip flexor stretch, or plant your left hand, bend your left knee, and maybe reaching for your pant or shorts or the toes. In class, sometimes I'll have you use a Pilates ring or a towel as a lasso to grab that toe if possible for the quad stretch. But if your leg is getting a cramp in the hamstring is the most likely place, don't worry about doing it this time. Just go for that deep hip flexor stretch. Release that leg, tuck the toe, lift the knee. Frame your foot, and we're going to bring that right leg back and reach it again. Inhale, exhale. That right leg comes forward to find pigeon. So let me give you your options here, and I'm going to face you again. So if bringing that knee underneath you does not feel good, you can come into that cradle holding your right leg again. If you do come into pigeon, don't put that hip down. If it's down, we're not going to get a very good stretch. What you can do instead, you can bring your heel closer. You can bring it further away to make it a deeper stretch. And of course, you can relax it down as much as you want. And we want to make sure that back leg is lengthened out. You can come down and breathe. Again, sending that breath into the tight areas. Come back up to your hands. Tuck those back toes to lift the knee and step that right leg back to find your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Bring that life and that blood flow back into that right leg. That pigeon pose can kind of cut it off a little bit. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Big inhale. Feel that stretch, even weight distribution. Your next exhale, step forward. Foot between the hands, give it help if needed. Back foot spins. Warrior one. Try to square those hips, sit it down. Remember, you can reach those arms forward instead if that feels better. Inhale, extend. Exhale, warrior two. Line everything up, pull in tight. Drist your gaze over your front middle finger. Bring your palms to heart center. Lift those back toes and you're rotating open. You can stay up here for Skandasana or start to get lower. Maybe lifting the heel as you get down. So for me, my left knee will not agree to that right now. So you go where you need to go. Make adjustments as needed. If you are up high, you're going to rotate and then float down. If you're down low, you're going to bring the hands down and then rotate, getting long in your lizard pose. Again, your left leg is forward. You can get lower if you need or you want. Do what feels right here. Keep your back knee lifted if possible. And breathe. Hip flexor, deep inner thigh, all stretching here. And now we can place that knee down. If you're low, you're going to walk it up. So you can take that deeper hip flexor stretch if you want. Again, ankle under the knee. Or right hand comes down and we bend that right knee to try to grab the foot or maybe the pant with the left hand for the quad stretch. And if your hamstring gets a cramp, just focus on that hip flexor stretch. You do not have to go super deep. Release, frame the foot, tuck the toe, lift the knee, step back. We reach that left leg, big inhale, big exhale. Left leg forward to find pigeon pose. Untuck those back toes. So again, I'm going to be your mirror for a moment. Keep the hip lifted. If you need the heel closer to feel less intense, that's just fine. If you need it further away for more intensity, that's fine too. And you can relax it down if you want. Make sure that back leg is long and relaxed. Go where you need to go and breathe. Lift up if you're down. Tuck the toe, lift the knee, step back. You can pedal or wiggle. Shake it out. This feels so good. I hope you're feeling that way as you move through these postures. When you're ready, drop onto your knees. Take them as wide as you want. Hips back toward your heels. Arms reaching behind your head or around your legs in child's pose. Again, it is your rest for you to take how it feels most comfortable for you. A time for you to reconnect with your breath and your intention. Bring your focus back to your body and your mat. Let's go ahead and lift up onto our hands and knees. As we come through these postures again, you're going to feel stronger, more flexible, more mobile. Tuck your toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Big inhale, big exhale. Right foot forward, back foot spins. Warrior one. So in our warrior one, if you have trouble keeping your hips forward or trouble with the back knee or ankle, you step wider so it's like you stagger your stance a little more. So that's a totally acceptable thing to do. Arms reaching up or forward. Inhale, extend, exhale, open up, warrior two. Maybe getting longer, lining up, front heel and back instep, shoulders relaxed. Drist your gaze over front middle finger. Palms to heart center. Back toe spins and lifts. Staying up taller for Skandasana, maybe finding out if we can come lower. And we start to lift that heel as we get lower. Try to stay opened up. Breathe. Remember to listen to your knee, and it might feel different this second time through. Hands come down or rotate forward and then hands come down to find your lizard pose. Arms inside of the leg, back leg staying lifted if possible, getting as low as you would like. Keep your face a little lifted. We don't want the head dangling down. Breathe. Drop your back knee and toe. We can walk it up for the deeper hip flexor stretch, or left hand plants, left knee bends, and maybe we try to grab the foot or the pant. And it might feel good for you to very gently move with this, slowly and gently. Breathe. Release. Frame your foot. Lift the back knee. Bring that right leg back. Big inhale. Big exhale. Right leg forward to find pigeon pose. Untuck those back toes. Lengthen the leg. Remember, you can find the cradle here too, if that works better. Keep that hip lifted. Find a stretch that's edgy, so not painful, but you have to breathe into it to tolerate it. Plant your hands. Tuck those back toes, lift the knee, step back. Shake it out in your downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Big inhale, big exhale, left foot forward. Back foot spins flat, warrior one. Try to square those hips. Going a little wider if needed. Reaching forward if you need to. Inhale, extend. Exhale, warrior two. Maybe getting longer and lower, pull in. Palms to your heart. Back toes spin and lift. Sitting down only as low as that knee is willing for Skandasana. And again, you might be able to find a different position this time. Maybe just for a moment. If you're up high, rotate first and then float down. If you're down low, hands down and then rotate, sliding long into lizard. Only placing the knee down if needed, getting lower if that works. Breathe. Lots of really deep, wonderful stretches for us in this series of postures. I'm hoping that it feels really good for you. Now you can put the knee down, untuck the toe. Coming into deeper hip flexor, or right hand down, bend the right knee, and taking the quad stretch. Of course, we're still stretching the hip flexor here too, and if you want to move with it very slowly, you can. When you're ready, release, tuck the toe, lift the knee, frame the foot, and that left leg comes back. Big inhale, big exhale. Bring it forward for pigeon. Again, you can be in that cradle, sitting tall if you need. Draw the heel closer if it needs to be more intense. Less intense, further away if it needs to be more intense. Relax into this the way that you want. Up to you. Walk it up. Tuck those back toes and lift. Step back. Pedal it out. And now walk your hands into your feet. Relax in that forward fold. You can pedal here too. Doesn't matter how low you are, just relax that neck. Soften both knees and roll up. Pausing here for a moment. To collect the breath, remind yourself of your intention. And now we are on to our one-leg balance, padangusthasana. I'm going to face you here and I'll be your mirror. So we're going to stand on your right leg first. Now, anywhere in, just going to come down and get closer to you for a moment. Anywhere in this posture that you need to stop and hold there is totally fine. So you just go where you need to go, and that's all right. So we got that hip nice and stretched out. I want you to put your weight on that right leg. Bring your palms to heart center. You're going to cross your ankle over your knee. Now you can stay there if possible. Bring that foot up into the crook of the hip, right at that pointy part of the hip. So it doesn't matter how high it goes, just find a position for it. You can keep holding it if you want. And we start to hinge forward. From here, if possible, bring those fingertips down. You can start bending the knee here too. If possible, you bend more. Lift that heel off of the ground as you sit tall. Now my knee is not allowing me to do that, but you can bend low, sit tall, maybe find a balance there. I'm hoping that this will feel okay for me the next time through. So I'm just gonna stay here. Maybe I find my balance here. You can do that as well. Wherever you are, come out very slowly the way you came in. And this is selfishly why I planned this posture for today, because my knees really need it. They need that stretch in the tendons and ligaments and all those muscles around it. All right, weight on that left leg. So it's very therapeutic. We're gonna draw that right foot up, your right foot. You can cross ankle over the knee, or maybe bring that foot up for half lotus near the hip. Bring your palms to heart center. You can soften the standing knee as much as you need to as we float down. Bend it as much as you need to bring the fingertips to the floor. From here, we bend more and lift the heel. Should have done this side first so you all could see. Now, here is where the bigger challenge for balance is. Maybe we can bring those hands to heart center and just stand on the big toe. Big toe pose, padangusthasana. Hands come down when you're ready. Release the way you came in. Woo! Step those legs wide. Inhale. Exhale, wide leg fold. Grab on. We are going to do those one more time. We're just stretching it out here. Relax your neck and head. Slide it up. Walk it in. Again, weight on your right leg. Cross that left ankle above the knee, or draw your left ankle up into half lotus. From here, palms to heart center, we start to hinge forward. Bend your knee whenever you need to to bring your fingertips to the floor. From here, you bend your knee more and lift the heel. Maybe sitting on the heel. I'm going to stay here. Now you can bring your hands up if you can lift your torso. My knee is telling me no, so I'm going to stay here. Try to find a balance wherever you can. Lift up very slowly the way you went in. And release. One more time. Weight on the left leg. Your right ankle crosses above the knee, or we draw that foot up into half lotus. Palms to your heart. Float down. Bend the knee if you need to bring those fingertips down. And then as we bend the knee more, we lift the heel to float down. So we're balancing on just the toes. Maybe one hand to heart center, maybe both. Try to sit tall, try to balance wherever you are. Whee! It's okay if we fall out, we just come back. All right, come out the way you went in, slowly. And it's good to laugh. We can laugh when we're doing our yoga practice. I do, I laugh at myself when I lose my balance. Legs wide, inhale and exhale. Bring it down, wide leg fold. This should feel really good. Bring your hands down, and we're gonna come all the way down to our mat. Roll it down nice and easy. Bend that left knee and extend that right leg long, toe flexed. Now you can keep it here. If your hamstring is tight, maybe the leg's lower, that's fine. Stretch that left leg long. Take the right leg, that straight right leg across the body, spine twist, look to the right. If you are pregnant, you can let that leg go. You can still twist, just not over your belly. Shoulders down. Release the leg. Bend that right knee, plant it, raise that left leg up, toe is flexed. Just stretch that hamstring. So it feels really good to straighten through the leg after those deep knee bends. So this practice did a lot of mobilizing the hip and knee, and it doesn't matter how far you go. As long as you're challenging yourself safely, we're going to see improvement, not just in the flexibility of the muscles, but the tendons and ligaments in the joint. They can get more supple. We just have to do it very slowly and very carefully. Extend that right leg long. Left leg comes across, left arm open, spine twist. Letting go of the leg if you're pregnant for safety. Release that leg, bend the knee, bend the other knee. We can hold the knees and rock around. Hold the insides or outsides of the feet and rock around. Or maybe you hook those big toes again and open up into a split and stretch those inner thighs and rock around. When you're ready, do whatever else you need to do to find your Shavasana. You can lie on your back. If it's safer or more comfortable, you're welcome to lie on your side. Any way you can relax. I'm grabbing my relaxation socks scented with lavender, never been on a foot. You can use whatever you want if you'd like as a little blindfold so that you can really, really drift away. In your Shavasana, allow all of your muscles to just melt. Melt like a stick of butter out in the hot sun. You let go of your breath, where it was in and out the nose throughout our practice. You're now welcome to mouth breathe, where your mind was so focused upon your intention and keeping your body safe. Just let your mind drift away to somewhere very, very peaceful. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly waking them up. Rock your head from side to side. And if you're not already in a fetal position, roll into one. Use your two strong arms to push you into a comfortable seated position. It does not have to be crossed legs. Sit up tall and feel strong because you are. Remind yourself of your intention. Know that as we make the muscles more flexible and the joints more mobile, we also help our mind and our spirit to become more flexible and more willing to just go with the flow, because what else can we do? Take a big inhale, reach your arms up, exhale through your mouth. Thank you so much for letting me teach you today. Namaste. Remember that you are stronger than you were yesterday. Join me again very soon. I'm live streaming tomorrow and Friday. And we will work on that padangusthasana, that big toe pose, next Wednesday. Take care.